All right, everyone, here we go. We haven't done this in a while. It's technically all signs reading. This is Cure for Cancer. It's my way of getting a litmus test. Taking the temperature of the soulmate cycle. Through the ass, really, because it's from a ground level. Sort of. Well, actually, it's flying over the Cancerian angle. Okay? Whereas normally if I was pulling a Cancer reading, I'd be on the ground. You see a lot more from a helicopter, right? So let's do it. Let's see. I usually use the light seer, so I will use the light seer for this. Let's see where we go here. All right, randomly at the bottom, Cancerian energy. I didn't know that was there. I had no fucking idea. I thought I was going to use the animal deck. I guess not. Underneath that is a death card. Something's changing here. Might be changing characters. I get kind of a vibe here of a character change. What does that mean, character change? What is that? I don't know. Maybe new soulmates coming in. I don't know. You know, I have no idea. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we go. Give me a Cure for Cancer reading. Let's do it. Give me a soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. Cure for Cancer reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Okay? You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. I think I did a decent job of explaining that on the recent thank you reading. I think I did. I think I did an okay job. Go watch it. I'm not going to re-explain it. But a lot of people don't understand what I mean when I say that. You know, despite the freeway analogy I give quite often. All right, let's go. Now, you know, look at that, 10 of Cups. In a Cure for Cancer reading, we pull 5 cards from the bottom. That's the environmental energy around somebody. Right, around somebody. I say somebody. And the top cards, 4 cards from the top, which we clarify, which are the way they're behaving in that energy. So this is the room, and this is how someone's behaving in it. Okay? Usually we get sort of an opposite effect. We get a room where everybody's quiet, like a library, and somebody being noisy. Right? You know, sort of a thing like that. We'll see. 10 Cups, environmental energy, 10 Cups, 7 Wands. Now the center energy, 7 Cups, and then we have 3 of Wands and the Hanged Man, and I will show you the 6th card because you can see it anyway when I pull the 5th card. It's the 2 of Pentacles. Not really part of the reading technically, but it does have a lot of frustration attached to it. Okay? Or actually, it feels more like a lighter energy of frustration is confusion. It feels more like confusion to me. Now I'm not sure, I'm going to be honest with you here. I said a change of character, didn't I, earlier? I'm not sure if this is the same Cancerian energy that I've been pulling on. The one that used to keep me up at night when I first started this channel, you might remember. I think this might be, that energy still comes in and out. The original runner, we'll call it, right? Still comes in and out. But we got a new flavor now that's selling pretty well here. And it's showing up, all right? I've got someone who's all done hanging out in the background, or the energy, or the universe is done with their energy hanging in the background. It's an energy that's been around you. They may have popped up in your dreams from time to time. These two are read together. Just let me worry about what's feedback and just listen to what I'm saying. This is an energy, they may have popped up in your dreams every now and again, okay? They might have. I believe it. You've definitely popped up in theirs. Yeah, it's a bit of eyes without a face, though. It's a bit of, you might not have seen their face in the dream, or they might not have seen yours. There's no detail, there's just a feeling. So when you come across this person, you feel that, and you have that sort of emotional memory that happens, right? There's no face attached to it in the dream state. It has been held back. It's been always about to come in. I'm not sure what the 7 of Cups means, I'm being honest. I'm not sure why that's the center energy here. It could mean it's somebody different from the universe is changing the channel, a different kind of a thing. It could mean that. I don't think it's that drastic. We'll find out more about that as we pull some more cards. And if I have to, I'll clarify that separately. Okay? All right, let's go. All right, let's go. I'm always honest with you guys. If you don't know, you don't know. Don't make shit up. Okay? Don't do it. If you're doing a reading for somebody and you don't know, just say you don't know. Shows you're a high vibrational person. Low vibrational people just make shit up if they don't know. You know, whatever. Sort it out later. You know, oh, good Lord. All right, 4 cards. How they behaving in this sense? Yeah, 10 Wands. There's a lot of pressure here. Pressure. What else? 8 Swords. You see what I'm saying? Pressure, 8 Swords. What's crossing 8 Swords? The King of Cups. Somebody. Oh, okay. All right. And what's read with the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords? This energy is going to start spying on you. And they're not. This energy is going to show up. This is a newer energy. I'm telling you, it's not the original one. If you want to believe it's your original runner, knock yourself out. But there's something going on here. We got a character change. You notice that I said that at the beginning, right? When I first picked up the deck and it was the Chariot with the Death card. Character change is like, I don't know, they changed the main character of the show, but they cast somebody who looks just like it and they hope you don't notice. They've done that in the past on TV shows. What the hell? They just put a new person in the role and they hope you don't notice. You know, I mean... They did it with Bigfoot on the fucking $6 Million Man. The original one was Andre the Giant. Then they brought in the guy who played Lurch for later episodes. You know, much smaller man, much skinnier man, different looking Bigfoot. You know, they hope people don't notice. Nah, we noticed. Okay. I was a kid at the time. I noticed. That said, it's a kind of that sort of energy here. Universe, I don't want to say the universe pulling a bait and switch on you. What kind of is? You've got somebody, you're going to catch their eye, they're going to start spying on you, and they're going to not be sure whether they should say something or not, but I think they do. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Let's grab the witches. Let's do it. I still don't know what that means. That bothers me. And we'll get there. I'm going to clarify the Ten of Wands first. I mean, I know what it means. I don't know how it relates. It bleeds into this. So in other words, it's here in the environmental energy, but it's part of this reading too. So I'm not, and I don't want to give it the generic, somebody's looking at different options to come talk to you and shit like that, because that's just somebody making shit up. No, that's not it. It's something. We'll find out. All right, let's go. They might be a beekeeper for all I fucking know. I'm drawn to the little beehive aspect of the cups there. I mean, they might be. I don't know. For maybe for one person watching. I just triggered them. Oh my God, did he just fucking say beekeeper? Oh my fucking God. Okay. Yeah, well, calm down. Yeah, maybe. Ten of Wands, why is it here? Why is it here? Let's go. 10 swords. Somebody's worried you're going to get away. The moment this... No, listen to me. The moment this person sees... This could be somebody... They've been dreaming about this, eyes without a face. There's no face, there's just a feeling, right? They've been dreaming about it, and then they feel it. You cross paths. Two ships pass in the night on the frozen food aisle at the grocery store, and they feel it. And this happens all the time. All the fucking time. I see two people that don't know each other, all of a sudden, for no reason, turn around and make eye contact after they pass each other, and then they smile or whatever. I mean, just people don't pick up on the subtle signals. They just don't. Anyway, this person does. They pick up on that feeling. And instantly they're afraid they're going to lose you. Now, I'm going to placate some of you. Because some of you are out there going, I think this is my runner. I think this is my runner. The original one, Steve. Okay. I'm willing to admit I could be wrong. Okay? I don't think so. But I think for a lot of you, I'm right that this is something new. If this is your original runner, they're entering a period of incredible paranoia where they're very worried about losing you, which is really fucking rich considering they ran from you, right? It's their fucking fault in the first place. Somebody here feels like it's do or die. I need to be vulnerable. I need to say how I feel. And probably the spying energy is going to pick up. So there, I just made you happy. But for the majority of you, this is somebody new who feels that feeling they felt in the dream. It's an activated emotion. Okay, that's what an energy reader would call it. You call it whatever you want. Two people that pass in the frozen food aisle and all of a sudden they both turn at the same time and look at each other. Except on the DF side, there's not a lot of worry. You're like, whatever. Probably because you're getting this reading. I don't know. But on their side, there's this instant fear of loss. Probably in a past life, they lost you. It's possible. Happens all the time. You know, people don't figure out, I don't know why I feel this way about this person. I'm very this or I'm very that. Well, I mean, think of scenarios in the current life where you might feel that way about a person. And obviously there's no way of knowing for sure, but you could probably say something like that might have happened in a past life, right? You know. I mean, somebody you're always worried about might have taken off for the store one day and never come back, right? Because they hit a tree or something. You know, who knows? What's on top here? But I just know I got a pair of 10s here. All right, what's going on? What's on top? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Somebody feels like they're going to lose it all. There's this pressure. This is almost the same pressure that rich people feel. It's why really, really rich people are super cheap. Okay? They're super cheap because they're afraid they're going to lose it all. Right? So there's that little bit of miser energy that comes in there. I'm not talking about new money. I'm talking about old money. Old money is quiet. New money is loud. It buys fancy, ostentatious cars and bullshit like that. You know, old money knows to keep its mouth shut and hold on to it. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Queen of Swords. Yeah. Somebody is convinced. They're absolutely, they're wrong, but they're absolutely convinced that they need to say something to you now. It applies if it's a new soulmate you cross paths with, which you have no control over, or a long-lost runner, which you also have no control over. Okay? Take it how you want to take it. The same applies. There's this paranoia, instant paranoia that sets in. All right? And if this, you know what's funny is with this energy bookending this energy over here. If this is that, if I'm close anyway, is that crossing in the frozen food aisle thing, right? You make eye contact and then you both keep going because that's what most people do. This energy will follow you around the store. They will make sure that they're on every aisle that you're on. And if they happen to see you, like they're going by the main aisle and they look down and see you there, they'll go past it, go around, and come up behind you to make it look good. It will do that. It is that kind of energy. All right, I'm telling you. Like a 12-year-old boy following the girl he likes to class. Real slick. Real slick. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Eight of Swords. Why is it here? And we're getting real close to me needing to clarify that Seven of Cups. All right, Eight of Swords. Why is it here? What's all this instant paranoia about? I like this. We're having October is one of these months. It is one of these situations. A lot of you will realize it'll be a moment where around the 10-10 portal, for example, where one aspect of your life is done and another one is beginning. That could be you worried about some fucking runner. It could be you meet somebody new. It could mean that. It can mean 1,000 different things. What's going on with the Eight of Swords? It's the Queen of Cups. Somebody just falls in love, head over heels. And it's out of character for them. Okay? It's out of character. If it's your long-lost runner, they're feeling much more emotional than they normally would, which might make this king, normally stingy, spill the beans. All right? I'm placating. I don't think this is the same energy as your original runner. But if you want to think that, and I know somebody will, I'll get one of those tweet things. Oh, it was my runner, Steve. Okay. You believe what you want. Do what you want with my readings. I don't care. Okay, I don't. I really don't. At the end of the day, I'm explaining it to you. But if you want to believe it is your runner, it could be. Hey, I'm not the warlock on the hill. They're more emotional than they normally are and are more inclined to spill the beans. This energy here is not, this new soulmate, this new energy that's only shown up in dreams, only in dreams, right? That's funny. Isn't that a Weezer song? I think that's a Weezer song. It's in my head. I don't know. Anyway, this energy is not inclined to be like this, and that's why. This might be a very straight-laced energy. It might be whatever. I don't know. What's on top? The King of Wands. Goes against. It might be an energy that usually plays it cool, and they're not playing it cool at all. Somebody who usually plays it cool is not playing it cool at all, right? Fonzie is losing his shit. Okay, can we put it that way? King of Wands, why is it here? Queen of Wands, yeah, this is somebody who usually love them and leave them kind of thing. This is somebody where their feelings for you are real. So again, it can play out if it's your first original runner that took off. I mean, it is somebody that definitely would reflect that energy, that superficial energy there. So again, they're inclined to share how they feel. Right? If it's the new soulmate, there's somebody who usually plays it much cooler. And they're not sure why they're following you around the store. And they're not sure why they feel like they're going to lose you. Because I can tell them, I wish they were here. It's because you've been dreaming about this. It's emotional memory. That's what it is. It's eyes without a face in the dream. There's no face to it. It's just a feeling attached to an entity, if you will. And when you feel that out in the real world, the universe does that. That's part of how it brings soulmates together. You feel something in a dream, and then you meet someone in real life that matches that feeling. It's best not to freak out. It can be a little freaky. You could, because you can't place it. You don't necessarily remember the dream. You know, I don't think this energy does. Let's talk about this King of Cups real quick. I don't want to dwell on that. I'm anxious to get here. And after I clarify that, I've got to clarify the Seven of Cups because it's driving me crazy. All right, let's go. King of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Gotta have, must have. It's a must have. It's somebody who just emotionally craves some kind of connection. The two energies crave each other. They like each other. Your energies like each other. Okay? So, in other words, let's say it's that new soulmate, and you lock eyes, and then you go your separate ways in the supermarket, and then they're following you around, and they show up on the aisle. You're as happy to see them as they are to see you. Okay? It's fine. It's that kind of energy. These two, your energies really like each other here. And this doesn't have to be. I'm not getting a whole lot of banging here. You don't hear me talking about pants around the ankles and shit like that, right? Dresses on the floor. I'm not talking about that. It could just be a really good friend type of thing. It feels like family. It feels like one of those friends that feels like family. Now that can turn into more, right? But this is somebody here who it's much deeper than what they're used to with the King and Queen of Wands. So it's one of those things. If it is a love relationship, it starts out with a deep understanding of one another, whereas this energy wouldn't normally be used to that. Okay, all right. And that's the way the dreams went, too. It was very deep. How do I know that? The Ten of Cups kind of superficial, right? But they're sitting on rainbow. Yeah, but it's tied to a hangman, a major arcana. All right? So it's a big deal. This is a big deal card, the hangman. What's on top? Seven of Wands. Yeah, they want to fight for it. What did I say? At all costs, they want this. They want this. They want a partnership. We often say about the Three of Pentacles, somebody wants a partnership with you. They want anything. Anything. I'll come shine your shoes once a week just to have contact with you. Yeah, this is somebody willing to fight for this. You know, I mean, if other people were talking to you in the aisle that they found you on, they would come in there and interrupt and ask a stupid question or something. I mean, why is the Seven of Wands? The Hierophant. Yeah. It just somebody who wants to fight for this. It just feels right. This is everything I said already about your two energies like each other. This is a very deep connection, whoever this is. You may have been dreaming about this too. It takes two to tango here. I think if you're not yet, you might be in the near future. Okay? Again, I always encourage you to keep a notepad next to your bed and write down, especially because you never know when you're going to have a crazy dream. And right now, I will tell you between now and March, okay? Between now and March, I would write down anything you feel. If you feel you wake up in the morning and you've got some intense feelings, I would just write down how you feel. A couple quick words, one word, a short sentence, a paragraph, whatever you can do. Okay? I would. Because I think you're dreaming this too. I think you both have an emotional memory. And what's funny is you have the advantage because you're getting this reading. You'll know. I don't think they'll know, but you'll know why they're showing up on every aisle. Right? And again, I'm just using the grocery store as an example. You just have to catch my drift. It doesn't have to be that. It could be somebody at work. You know, and connections can activate all the time. Dreams, but it starts with a dream. Okay? I know, sound very Martin Luther King Jr. It started with a dream. No, it does. It starts in the dreamland. It really does. All right, I got to clarify the Seven of Cups because I can't pull on that until I know this. Because these two are very similar. Okay? This is the older brother of that one. What's going on here with the Seven of Cups? We'll grab a fresh deck, the little animal deck. Why can't I put my finger on this? I mean, I can. I just did, right? 2 fingers right there. But why can't I pinpoint what this means? It keeps changing meaning. Maybe that's what it means. It keeps changing meaning. It's like, okay, we'll see. 1 minute it's confusion, the next minute it's somebody making choices, the next minute somebody making different choices, the next minute somebody's spying, the next minute somebody doesn't know why. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's have the universe pinpointed here. Why not? That's why we're here. Get some answers. It's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune and it's spinning. As yet unknown. What do I mean by that? Well, you ever watch the Wheel of Fortune game show? Somebody spin the wheel, right? Well, it's spinning. We don't know where it's going to land. Okay? We don't know where it's going to stop. You think it's still in that stage where it's going very fast. So, That's all. That's the universe answering me there with the environmental energy around this. Even this person doesn't know what they're going to do. All right? All right. So, yeah, that's why I can't pinpoint it. But what's on top? The Two of Pentacles. Different decision. Different strokes for different folks. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? The Chariot. Okay. It's a bit of Schrodinger's cat. Okay? That's why I can't pinpoint it. That's why the wheel is still spinning. It's always Schrodinger's cat. Which universe are you in? Are we in the universe where the person that spun the wheel gets a bankrupt? Or are we in the universe where they hit the $5,000 spot and then ask to buy a vowel and call out a letter that's probably not there and fuck the whole thing up like they usually do, right? I think they pick people to go on that Wheel of Fortune show that have never spelled before, right? And don't know any catchphrases whatsoever. I really do half the damn time. The fuck are you doing? Really? Okay. Without an E, you can't spell the word. Oh my God. Anyway, my point is, it's Schrodinger's cat. It's not about you running into this person or you dreaming about this person. It's about the choices you make and this person makes. What the universe is saying is, in order for it to come together, in order for things to go right, everything's got to be just right. They have to make a green light decision at the moment that you make a green light decision. And then it comes together. Okay? So it's all up to free will, like always. But in this case, it's very important. In other words, we use the grocery store as an example. You decide to go to Stop and Shop. They decide on that day to go to Stop and Shop. That's when you have that little scenario that I pointed out, right? But in another universe, in another timeline, you decide to go to Stop and Shop. They decide to go to fucking Aldi or some shit like that. Okay? Some other store. And you don't cross paths with this person at that point. It keeps coming back around and around the infinity symbol until you guys match up, right? Fortunately, they get other spins, right? So, I mean, that's why I couldn't pinpoint it. That's all. It's all a lot of Schrodinger's cat. It's all a spinning wheel, all right? So, that being said, eventually, so it happens at different times. This might happen really soon for some of you, and it might happen down the road. You know, the next time you need chicken or whatever. I don't know. All right. Page of Swords. So I get a big spying energy off of this. I've already explained it a few times. But this is a final outcome in a Cure for Cancer reading. It's in that position. It's potential because I can't predict free will. And some people might say, well, isn't it always this way, Steve? Right? Where it depends on two. Yes, it is. But what this tells me is there's not really any fate or destiny involved here. Okay? This is really just a super random thing that's happening right now in the soulmate cycle. The soulmate cycle right now is popping off a whole lot of super random things. It's almost like it's short-circuiting. In a way, it's not. But it's almost like it is. So, yeah. I mean, you're being alerted to something. Pay attention to your dreams. Enjoy the dreams until you cross paths with this person. Maybe, for some of you, it's being delayed, right? So that you can feel this a little bit more. Because you'll need to remember that feeling, right? You wake up and you feel like, oh my God, I was in love with somebody in that dream and I feel like I don't want to be awake right now. I want to go back to sleep. Remember that feeling, because when you come within close proximity, eye contact with this person, whoever it is, you will feel it, okay? It can be somebody the same sex as you. It could be somebody different. It feels very soul family to me, okay? Which can go a lot of different ways. All right, it can go as a lifelong friend that feels like family, or it can go as a relationship that develops deep to start, a deep friendship into a relationship. So this is something very important because the Hierophant came out here. And I think this energy feels that it's important. And that's why I don't think for most of you this is your long lost runner. This doesn't feel like the original energy to me that I usually get with the Cancer readings, right? The original runner that kept me up at night back in 2021, 22, etc. If it is, and I've given you the scenario already, if it is, they're very emotional and they want to share their feelings. Yeah, if it is, it's almost like they've had some kind of lobotomy or electroshock treatment and have become a completely different, some sort of, their signal has completely changed. If it is your long lost runner, it's probably some sort of life-changing event has happened. a divorce, a death in the family, something along those lines. There's something that would have to trigger this on a high level. Okay? All right. And I'm not talking about a BB gun. I'm talking about, you know, a 308 or a 30-06 kind of triggering. I'm talking Gatling gun. I'm talking battleship gun kind of thing that would have to trigger this. All right? All right. Page of Swords. But you take my reading however you want to take it. I don't care. If I were you, I would rather it was the grocery store scenario. Those are magic. Those times are magic. You know, when you meet someone that you later figure out 10 years down the road, that person changed my life when they entered it, right? Sometimes it doesn't even take that long, right? Depends how deep you are of a person. This is crossed by, the Page of Swords is crossed by the Five of Wands. Fueled by the Ace of Swords. Why is that there? What's on top? I want to, yeah, the devil. I was going to say, I was going to talk about karma. I was going to talk about that. And there it is. It's the devil card here. Somebody here, you rattle somebody's confidence. That's probably why they follow you around or why they're initially quiet. You're probably getting this reading so you're aware of what's going on. You follow? One person needs to be aware of what's going on. The universe probably figures, look, somebody needs to know. One side of this needs to know, right? People that don't know about this, neither side knows about this, nothing happens. You guys just two ships that pass in the night, and you think about somebody you saw at the grocery store, and you go, wow, I felt like, wow, you know, again, grocery store, just an example. Could be anywhere. Could be out and about anywhere. It could be your mailman one day. I have no idea, right? But if one side knows about it, you may need to initiate a little bit, okay? All you got to do is smile. Make eye contact and smile. In a connection like this, that's all that's necessary for the person to feel comfortable. That's all, okay? Why's the devil here? Yeah, the Four of Cups. One person won't do anything here. Look. I mean, come on. Why am I your second favorite? Look at what I just did. What did I just say? Right? It's what I say between the times I pull the cards. The cards are just pretty pictures for you. I don't need them. Look. Somebody going to have to... He's not going to do anything. It's up to her. Right? If she just sits there, nothing's going to happen. You know, at some point, it's this kind of energy here, right? That child that age isn't going to do anything. They're going to have a crush on somebody. They're going to follow them around. The only way this child asks somebody out, want to go see a movie, is if somebody says they're absolutely sure. Usually what happens is a friend of the person they want to ask out at this age walks up and says, so-and-so likes you, right? In other words, they get some kind of assurance that somebody's going to say yes. If there's any uncertainty, nothing will ever happen with the little school-age 6th grade crush here, okay? It's what it is. It's what happened to me with my first little date out to the movies, right? My first little date. I believe it was her sister, Kim, that came up and made sure that, well, actually she didn't come up. She was walking down the hall and she made it, and I was coming the other way, and she just talked really loud. She made sure that I heard what she said to her friend about, that's the guy my sister likes, right? So I heard that. As soon as I heard it, that's it. I knew I could go ask her sister out. It wouldn't be a big deal. That's what goes on at this age. And we had a cute little movie date. Well, that's what's happening here. All right? This person here is never going to do anything. They don't have any assurance. They don't have any whatever. These feelings are very deep. They're very weird. All you got to do is smile. Make it known that you're interested. In the case of this picture here, all she got to do is start taking her top off. All right? That's it. And okay, fine, yeah, okay, cool. There's just a little bit of resistance to overcome here with the Five of Wands. This is the mildest energy as it reflects back at me in these cards. And underneath it is an Ace of Swords. All right, that's action. That's some serious shit. In fact, because of that Ace of Swords, see, a little bit of resistance, and then we hit the Ace of Swords. Why is that important? Because these cards bookend these cards, and the Ten of Swords was crossing here. The Ten of Swords resets to an Ace of Swords. So there's just a little bit of resistance. That's all. It's out of character. This person's not used to feeling things like this. It's fine. This is a great soulmate for you. This is a terrific connection. I mean, it really is with the Hierophant there. It's worth fighting for sure. And they know that. Okay. I'm just telling you. Take it for what it's worth. You're getting the information, so you're the one of the people that knows. That's all. Okay. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. What else the universe wants to tell you? Give me one card and a crossing card, universe. What else you want to tell my viewers? Anything? You got anything to say? One card and a crossing card. What do we get? What do you want to say here? I know. Schrodinger's cat, right? But everything is. Everything is Schrodinger's cat. You know? There's nothing we can do about that. Find out which universe you're in when something happens. It is what it is. All right, let's go. One card and a crossing card. Eight of Pentacles crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. Pay attention to these emotions. You're going to feel it from a dream. Now, does a dream mean a sleepy dream? Not necessarily. It can be just a daydream. It can be a drift, right? A daydream. You ever drift off like you're, hopefully you're not driving, but hopefully you're a passenger in a car and you kind of drift off and you're a little bit off and you lose track of time. You have no idea that 5 miles have gone by and all that kind of stuff, and maybe you're daydreaming, maybe you're not. You're actually self-hypnotized at that point. You're in a trance state, okay? That's when your best daydreams happen as well. So it could be that. Okay, the universe is saying, if you miss this, if you're not paying attention to it, or you think it's a bunch of poppycock, right? You'd rather just focus on practical things like this candle business. I don't like it when you do all this hocus pocus, Steve. Talk about emotions and shit. That's fine. I got plenty of people here with this channel that think that way. And nothing ever happens. And they're surprised. They send me little tweets say, nothing happened. The fact that you sent me that tweet is why nothing's happening for you. Okay? You just have to have a little faith in it. But don't be so distracted that you miss it. Just don't dismiss it. Because this is something very important. This can be something. This is a very important person you're about to cross paths with. Okay? And they you. You're important to them. All right? It's part of your journey. It's part of the journey on this soulmate cycle. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Take it for what it's worth to you. But this kind of shit happens all the time. This emotional recognition. There's no face in the dream. You don't know what this person looks like. You don't know anything. You just have a feeling. Okay? Pay attention to it. There's somebody very important. It really is with that 10 of Pentacles there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do my best for you. All right? Good luck.